After 20 seasons of laughs, tears, and everything in between, Keeping Up with the Kardashians came to a close last year, and it was pretty sentimental to say the least. Although we thought our time with the reality television royals was officially over, the Kardashian-Jenner family soon returned with the new Hulu/Disney Plus series, The Kardashians. And today, we'll look at why we won't be seeing Pete Davidson in the upcoming season. First up, saying goodbye to KKUWTK and saying hello to the Kardashians. When Keeping Up with the Kardashians first began to air in 2007, the production didn't even have the budget to provide hair and makeup. Fast forward through 14 years, it's safe to say the Kardashian-Jenners have never had to deal with such concerns ever again. Back in 2020, when Kim Kardashian first announced the end of the legendary show, the world went nuts. Fans couldn't believe it was actually happening. 10 children, numerous relationships, lots of scandals, and some hilarious memes later, the reality stars had decided it was time to move on. As you can guess, fans were reduced to tears, and can you blame them? So many people had practically grown up watching the family. The attachment issues were pretty real. And when, in 2021, the family officially bid farewell to the show with an emotional season finale, fans were shattered. But would it really be the Kardashians if they didn't have something else up their sleeves? We all know how much Kris Jenner likes making money, and she's clearly not planning to stop anytime soon. The good news is that fans weren't allowed to dwell in the sadness for long. In fact, shortly after the first announcement, boss mom Kris shared on Instagram that a new show called The Kardashians was in the works, and it would be starring all her famous daughters. The only difference was that this time, the show would be heading to Hulu. And although the new content was set to launch in 2021, we didn't see our favorites grace the screen again till April of this year. Next, a quick recap of the Kardashians Season 1 ending. Before we move to Season 2, let's give you a rundown on how Season 1 ended. So basically, Kim was talking to her sister Khloe on the phone, who was seen to be having a full breakdown after hearing about Tristan's paternity lawsuit. Ouch! While the older sister suggested the family keep this problem private, Khloe decided to open up in front of the cameras and talked about everything she had with the NBA player. Throughout this time, Kim appreciated her sister for her bravery and comforted her as any good sister would. On a lighter note, during the episode, Kris Jenner also recorded a cover of Jingle Bells along with Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker. The episode came to a close with the entire girl gang coming together for their final The Kardashians Hulu photo shoot, and they later sat together and reflected on how the season went. Moving on, there'll be no appearance of Pete Davidson in Season 2. Whenever a Kardashian or Jenner sibling begins to see someone new, the most crucial question to cross everyone's mind is how much their significant other will like to be involved in the family's reality TV empire, especially since it usually gets pretty messy. So far, except for a surprise cameo in the final episode, we haven't seen Pete in Season 1 at all, since according to Kim, it's just not what he does. But despite not showing his face, he was a key part of Season 1's storyline, and Kim even promised us that we'll probably be seeing him in the near future. Sadly, that won't be happening now. Surprisingly, fans actually enjoyed seeing the two together, and thought of their relationship as pretty stable. But sadly, things changed quickly, and the couple parted ways just after 9 months of dating. And though we were all set to watch more of their on-screen romance in the upcoming season, there's been a change in plans. Turns out, despite making his NSFW debut in the trailer, we'll hardly find any footage of Pete Davidson in Season 2. While we're not sure of the exact reasoning for this decision, we can guess that the family probably wants to respect the comedian's privacy. And well, it makes sense. After all, the Kardashians have always been a family in which the women have taken priority over the men. And after the breakup, there's no point for Pete to come on the show. Cause let's be honest, viewers only care about the girlies. So unfortunately, if you were hoping to watch both of these stars in the future season, that won't be happening. So why did Kim and Pete break up? Let's be real, we all had a good laugh when we first heard about the 41-year-old fashion icon dating the 28-year-old comedian. We think we speak for everyone when we say that's the last person we could have pictured Kim with. But as unlikely as the two seemed as a couple at the beginning of their relationship, seeing the magnetic attraction between the two, fans sure got on board quickly. So as you can imagine, hearing that the couple called it quits, definitely left us wondering what possibly could have happened. According to a source close to the two, Kim's recent trip to Australia is what changed things for the two, as the pair got time to have some really deep, eye-opening conversations about their future. So despite the huge attraction, they realized that they were just in different phases of life right now, with Kim having her hands full with her 4 beautiful children and Pete focusing on his career as an actor and comedian. The two lovebirds just seem to have different priorities in life. On top of that, being on 2 different coasts wasn't helping. Yeah, looks like long distance doesn't get any easier even if you have private jets to fly around in. Ultimately, all these factors proved too much for the couple, and they decided to end things on a good note, despite Kanye's every attempt to ruin it for them. Right person, wrong timing. We've heard that one before, and it looks like Kim is already over it. It's been less than a month since the two broke up, but it looks like Kim doesn't have time to mope around, because she's busy finding herself a new man. An insider has even revealed Kim is searching for a perfect match to begin a new romantic journey. Yes, that's right. The 41-year-old entrepreneur has already been showing interest in a new man. So let's find out who he is. Just a couple of days ago, the big booty star was spotted engaging in a flirtatious conversation with Orlando Bloom, who, in case you don't know, was also Katy Perry's ex-lover and current baby daddy. Bloom, who is famous for his role in Lord of the Rings, was spotted hanging out with Kim at Kendall Jenner's 818 tequila party. Now we know what you're thinking, it could have just been a harmless exchange of words. Well, the pictures say otherwise. Kim, who's dressed up in a steamy black outfit with matching heels, can be seen skittishly talking to the bright black jacket wearing Bloom. And unless you're blind, the way the two are looking at each other is screaming intimacy. We can feel the tension from here. Although nothing is certain yet, we won't be surprised if we see the two hooking up real soon. Lastly, when is season 2 of the Kardashians coming and what can we expect from it? Luckily, we got our first hint at S2 at the end of the Kardashians season 1 finale when it closed off with the classic "To Be Continued." And it looks as though filming for the second series started almost immediately after the first one ended. Pretty exciting, right? While most shows make their fans months and sometimes years to hear about when the next season would be released, thankfully that wasn't the case with the Kardashians. The reality show stars not only revealed that season 2 would be coming out on September 22nd, but also shared the first trailer for the second series. And just earlier in August, Hulu also blessed us with a second trailer. So while we already know we'll barely be seeing any Pete Davidson action in the new season, what else can we look forward to? According to what the executive producer Danielle King and Kris Jenner recently revealed, there's a lot to be fascinated about. For one thing, we're definitely expecting to see Kourtney and Travis's Italian wedding. Even in the trailer, you can see Kourtney trying on some wedding dresses. A very clear hint if you ask us. Apart from that, we're also hoping we'll finally find out what Kylie and Travis have named their second born. Although the parents had initially decided on the name Wolf, they chose to amend it since they felt it didn't suit him. So obviously we're curious to know what it is now. We'll also be seeing what seems like a mom's night out plus an entire family photo shoot of the family. We don't know about you, but we're super pumped. That's a wrap for this video. What do you think of the decision to cut Pete Davidson out of season 2? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.